Hey, what's going on, you guys? My name is the Raptor, and welcome back to another one of my reaction videos. So today I'm going to be reacting to the new death battle which just came out, which is Miles Morales versus Static. I believe the official title is. Yeah, that's what it is. I know there was some confusion of what it was going to be called, but I believe it's Miles Morales versus Static. And oh my god, am I excited for this one. I know that there have been some reactors, apparently, though, that have had, like, some copyright claim problems, and I really hope that doesn't happen to me again, so help me if it does. But regardless, I'll make sure you guys have a way to watch it, whether it's through a redirect or whatever I'm gonna do. Hopefully everything turns out fine, though. But I'm super excited for this one. And this one has been on my mind for so long because they announced that this was gonna be the first fight of Season 7 so long ago. And I'm really stoked to see what happens. I'm really stoked to see who wins. I'm gonna briefly go over who I think is gonna win based on what I said in my prediction, because I still basically agree with everything I said in my prediction. I like Miles Morales more. I'd like to think I know more about him. But I think Static is going to win. I really do. For me, it's pretty obvious, and Death Battle might prove me wrong on this, but I think Spider-Man, I'll call him Spider-Man or Miles or whatever, but I think Miles has the strength advantage and the durability advantage overall. That just makes sense because he's a Spider-Man, you know, and like, he should be at least somewhat comparable to Peter Parker in terms of those categories. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know what Death Battle is going to do in terms of scaling, but in terms of, overall power output and stuff like that, I think Static's better. In terms of overall defenses, he has ways to maneuver around, better maneuverability than Miles because of his static saucer or whatever it's called. So there's that. He also has ways to, like, he can make electromagnetic shields to block and even repel. So I think he has ways to keep his distance from Miles, and when he uses his powerful electric blast and all his other abilities, I think that puts Miles in a bad position. Even with his spider sense, I still feel that means because, you know, Static has better maneuverability and ranged attacks. If he can just keep his distance, he's always going to be able to get the leg up over Miles. So I think there's that. There's also other stuff, like he's able to, like, magnetize and demagnetize surfaces, which could probably mess with Miles' wall crawling quite a bit. And they're both extremely smart. And I know that there are other things I was thinking of too. Like, there's a chance Miles might be able to, or Static might be able to sense Miles because of, like, bioelectricity that's running through him, because he can sense things that has electricity. They might go into that, they might not, I'm not really sure. And that's really just the long and short of it. Regardless, I do think that Static is going to win. I just think he's more powerful, more versatile, more maneuverable, and he's just better set up to win. That's just what I'm thinking. But regardless, that's it. That's enough for me. Let's get into it. I'm really excited.
You know what time it is? Thanks to our sponsor, it's Miller time.
Also, just so you guys know, ever since I got a new phone, I've had to, like, change the volume of my recording. Like, before I had to basically turn it up all the way in order for the phone to capture it. But now, I have to actually do it a lot quieter, or else it's going to be way too loud. So for me, this is very quiet, but I think it's a good volume for you guys. Maybe, maybe not.
Celebrate responsibly.
And I think I also have to speak pretty loudly when I'm talking over the audio, so I'll keep that in mind too. Rooster Teeth. God, I really hope this doesn't get claimed. And Death Battle, we're back, Season 7.
Throughout the Earths of Marvel and DC Comics,
he looks different. They both look different.
Thousands of superheroes saving the day. But what if I told you there were even more across the multiverse? Oh, great, as if we don't have enough to
Is this a different universe?
Miles Morales, the Spider-Man of Marvel's Earth number 1610. And
that's right, the Ultimate Universe.
Genius from DC's Dakotaverse. He's
right.
Wiz and I'm Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out
this is really weird.
A death battle.
I thought, okay, hang on, I'm gonna pause. I thought the gimmick was that these guys are like an alternate version of Wiz and Boomstick. I don't know if that's correct though. Regardless, this is just really weird. They're doing weird things. But regardless, let's keep going.
At first glance, the world of Earth 1610 isn't so different from our own. But look closer and you'll find Coca Soda.
Well, it's the Ultimate Universe. There are still differences.
NY officers instead of NYPD. And a hamburger and fries can cost $30,000 goddamn dollars. But perhaps
really?
in this so-called Ultimate Universe was that Peter Parker,
Ultimate,
the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, was dead.
Right.
Enter Miles Morales. He was your typical kid from Brooklyn.
And they're not going to bring him back because now they're Miles, you know.
Mom and dad.
Or he is in the main universe, but, you know, still.
You never know when they're going to pull a surprise Uncle Ben. Well, Miles spent most of his time with his more laid-back Uncle Aaron, who turned out to be a secret supercriminal.
Right, Prowler.
Anyway,
Spider-Verse was so good, guys. So good.
Aaron accidentally scooped up a spider, The next time Miles visited, the spider got loose and, you know what happens.
Well, yeah, he got bitten. I love that scene from the movie.
This spider carried the genetic-enhancing Oz formula. Yet another attempt to recreate Captain America's infamous super soldier serum.
The origin story is quite different.
Peter Parker into the first Spider-Man. Wait a minute, who came up with the idea to store the super serum in a friggin' spider? Scientists can be weird sometimes.
Yeah, they can.
Maybe next time, put it in something that can't walk away.
Yeah.
It's got 8 legs. That's like 4 times more walking power. Sure.
Yeah.
Either way, with his new powers, Miles
fine.
donned red and black to become the ultimate Spider-Man. As
Right.
the newest spider lad on the block, he does whatever a spider can. He's super strong, super fast, and has the overpowered super radar, the spider sense.
Right, yeah.
After meeting Peter's
Unlike
Aunt May, Miles
2099.
took up the classic web shooters, complete with multiple types of long to short range webbing. Yet
Okay,
another
cool.
tool that would be perfect for snagging a beer from the fridge without leaving the couch. Boomstick, he was a teenager. Different universe, different drinking laws, right?
Yeah, but you don't know what those are.
Like Peter, he can stick to walls. You know, spider style. Yes, like some spiders, Miles can control his body's interatomic attraction, essentially sticking to walls like a magnet. However, unlike Peter, this subatomic electron manipulation...
Wait, hang on. They specifically said sticking to walls like a magnet. So they might really play off of that demagnetizing thing with static. I don't know, maybe not. Anyway, yeah, okay, I guess this is just a new animation style for these guys. Because this just looked super weird. I guess I was totally off with the whole alternate universe thing.
Yes, like some spiders, Miles can control his body's interatomic attraction, essentially sticking to walls like a magnet. However, unlike Peter, this subatomic electron manipulation gave Miles a few extra moves of his own. Yeah, the kid's got electric powers.
Right.
He can zap people with a quick touch, fire off massive explosions, and even turn invisible. Wait, what's that got to do with shocking people? This venom sting can even take out the Ultimate Universe's electro.
Sorry, hang on, I missed that part. Did they just say paralyze
massive
people?
Explosions, and even turn invisible.
Oh, turn invisible,
what's
okay.
that got to do with shocking people? This
Who
venom
knows,
sting
but he can do it.
Take out the Ultimate Universe's electro, a being literally made of electricity. But Miles didn't just shock him. He disrupted Electro's own charge. Similar
Okay.
to a miswiring, sending too much electricity in one direction and shorting out your computer.
That's another
when
thing. Static can
somebody
become a
forgot
being
to
of pure
plug it into the
electricity, so I
surge
guess he could
protector.
harm him with that
Wiz,
stuff.
you know I don't believe in protection
Damn,
for anything.
okay, this just
It's
got
going in
interesting.
raw. Anyway, as
I
the
didn't
new
catch
Spider
that. I'm sorry, I'm backing up a lot.
forgot to plug it into the surge protector. Wiz, you know I don't believe in protection for anything. It's going in raw.
Oh, God, boomstick.
Anyway, as the
Come
new
on,
Spider-Man,
man.
Miles obviously had a lot to live up to. After
Well,
his
yeah.
own parent died in front of him. Ha! Told you somebody would pull a Ben. Miles
Well,
pushed
yeah.
past the heartache. He persisted, living up to Peter's ideals, and eventually stepped out of his shadow to be Spider-Man in a way only he could. Oh yeah, what's up, Danger? He
What's
can
up,
blast
Danger?
apart a building-sized monster and survived being slammed around by the giant Cassie Lang.
Oh.
That's Ant-Man's daughter.
Yeah, that is
He's
Ant-Man's
smart
daughter.
enough to hack military drones and quick enough to destroy an alien device in a microsecond. Essentially, he needed
What?
to open and close a portal in an impossibly short time frame to prevent an alien force from invading. It's a long story.
Damn.
Point is, he's super fast. With his spider sense, he can react to things before they even happen. He's super
Right.
tough, too. He even survived being caught in this giant super collider exploding. Measuring the size of this hole using real-world maps...
Okay,
of
so
New
they are
York
using
and solving
Spider-Verse. I'm
for
fine with that.
fragmentation. We know this explosion must have been equivalent to about 222 tons of TNT.
Holy crap.
Sure, that's not technically canon to the comics, but guys, main series Spider-Man has done way crazier things. I mean,
Right.
he has the same powers, and Miles has even beat the crap out of him. Classic Pete can bench press 130 tons, uses spider sense to
Yeah.
dodge beams of light, and ripped apart Doc Ock's robo-arms, which once survived a 2-kiloton nuclear explosion.
Ooh,
So
boy.
I'd say the super collider feat checks out. Unfortunately, Miles' electric powers can tire him out.
I don't know how much they're
and
gonna
his spider
scale him
sense
to
does not
Peter,
protect him
though.
automatically, serving more as an alarm or proximity sensor. But the youngins proved himself to be the best successor a Spider-Man could ever want.
Oh, heck
and
yeah.
more. He even got pulled into the main Marvel timeline when they blew up the Ultimate Universe.
Right.
Miles Morales is truly one of the greats.
Don't wash them out.
Damn, it feels like that was fast. I don't know if that was just me, but it felt like
Despite
fast.
growing
That felt
up
like
in the
fast.
most crime-filled
That felt
neighborhood
fast.
of Dakota
Sorry.
City, Virgil Hawkins was a pretty chill guy. He spent
Yeah.
his time playing
Oh, I watched some of the
D&D,
Static
reading
cartoon. It was
comics,
great.
You know, typical nerd stuff.
But he had one major problem.
Kilowatt
The
Kid,
classic
really?
sitcom bully. No teenage story is
man.
complete without it.
During school, he was frequently harassed by local gang leader Francis Stone. Virgil's only refuge was one of his few friends, Larry Wade.
Larry convinced
So that's like
Virgil
his
there
role
was
model.
only one way to get rid of Francis for good. Join his own gang and pack some heat. Things
Oh,
got,
no,
well,
no.
pretty intense.
Don't do
Virgil
that.
wasn't having any of it. It was time to bail like DC Comics on
Okay,
their
good.
cinematic universe.
But the damage
Oh,
was already
man,
done.
okay.
Police arrived and let loose
Great.
a massive canister of what seemed to be
Even though
tear
some of their
gas,
newer movies are not too bad.
but wasn't.
Yeah, this grape-looking
But that was
mist
funny.
actually some experimental shit. It was supposed to tag each gang member so the cops could track them down later. But it was actually laced with radioactive quantum juice, which killed almost everybody. I hated when that happened.
Right, yeah.
Luckily, Virgil was one of the few who survived.
Yeah,
but the
I know some of this
quantum
origin
juice
story.
still had an effect.
You could say he was shocked to find out what it did.
Yes, he began to develop electromagnetic powers.
Yep.
Before this, Virgil always felt out of his league. But now, he was in a league of his own and became
Woo!
the superhero, Static.
Superhero static shock.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah!
that-
With these
great
new
quote.
powers, the guy was unstoppable. He could blow shit up with electric bolts quick as lightning, make explosion balls called Nova Bombs, and taser people with punches to the face.
Right,
Taser
he's not
people.
just good at shocking people. Static can alter the electron attraction of any object or surface. He can erect
And
extremely
now they're bringing
durable
this up.
electromagnetic force fields that block most attacks. He can
Nice.
even move metal
Well,
around
I already
like
knew
a
that,
hip
but
young
yeah.
Magneto.
And
Yeah.
slip metal under his feet to take to the sky. His favorite ride is the Static Saucer.
Okay,
a
I got
giant
that right,
frisbee
good.
That doubles as a shield and buzzsaw. Think about it.
Yeah.
Don't you wish your car could literally cut through traffic?
Obviously, turning superhuman overnight caught Virgil a bit off guard. But
Right.
after a few speed bumps, he became a well-regarded superhero throughout the city of Dakota. Even teaming up with fellow heroes like Icon and Rocket.
Icon and
Nice.
Rocket. Come on, where's Batman and Wonder Woman?
Oh, I should mention
Different
that while
universe.
Static is part of the DC universe, he did not start there. See, Static was originally created by Milestone Comics, which eventually merged with DC.
Right.
Their characters, including Static, existed in an alternate timeline known as the Dakotaverse.
Yeah.
Then a guy named Dharma gained cosmic power and accidentally blew everything up, sending Static into the main DC timeline.
So both of their other
It's really
universes
not
just
too
got blown up.
Uh-huh.
I've actually been working on a device to peer into alternate timelines, but unfortunately it still needs...
Button! Well now, old chap, what were we
Oh,
discussing
boy.
a moment ago?
Oh, shite, don't you know? Let's figure out who yet wins a fatality kerfuffle.
Ah,
Fatality
yes, my man,
kerfuffle.
Let's begin,
I love
my fellow
that.
Ultra-Cupidarian.
I regret everything.
Oh, do it again.
Regret everything.
No! I'm sure that's fine.
Well, no matter the universe,
no, that's not.
Static was always
That's gonna come
one-upping
back, isn't
himself.
it?
He learned how to see ultraviolet light and how to make people glow. Wait, what's that got to do with shocking people?
Yeah, what?
That would be his ability to detect bioelectric auras. Static can also create power-draining
Yo, detect bioelectric auras. Did you guys hear that? Detect bioelectric auras. That is Miles. That is Miles.
coils, disrupt the electrical impulses of others, and empower or heal himself by
There's that
draining
too.
energy from outside sources.
He can literally reattach.
Wait, sorry,
Also
let me.
create power-draining plasma coils, disrupt the electrical impulses of others, and empower or heal himself by draining energy from outside sources.
So could he
can
drain Miles
literally
potentially?
reattach his severed arm with shock power.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking. Look at this. Since when could electricity do that?
Clearly, Static has a lot of power at his beck and call.
Oh yeah.
He can survive building-sized kabooms, lift
So
hundreds
94
of tons,
megawatts
and
at
once
once.
turned this huge chunk of ice into slush in just a couple seconds.
Based on the size of the ice and
Whoa.
the required change in temperature for such a feat, Static must have output energy equal to 180 tons of TNT.
He's quick enough
But that's
to
not
intercept lasers
200 over
confirmed to be
200
beams of
like what
actual
Miles
light,
survived.
which is pretty darn fast.
And in the cartoon,
Sorry, I'm backing up again.
180
I just want to make
tons
sure
of
I get
TNT.
everything. I'm sorry.
He's quick enough to intercept lasers confirmed to be beams of actual light, which is pretty darn fast.
Nice.
And in the cartoon, he actually shoved some quantum juice in some lockers and launched them out of orbit. These are typical
Holy
super
crap.
lockers, which can weigh up to 30 pounds each.
And fit approximately one nerd.
To throw 3 of these into space, they need to be moving nearly 3,000 times faster than sound,
Crap.
requiring a throwing force equal to 4 kilotons of TNT.
Damn! Okay,
Okay,
sure,
there's
that's
that.
not canon to the comics, but his electromagnetism
Right.
can play tug-of-war with Superboy's telekinesis, which can lift 4 million tons. I'm not sure Static can go that far, but if he's
Yeah,
anywhere
probably not.
close, it's still higher than throwing some lockers around.
Though,
Yeah.
despite Static's incredible power, insulators are his kryptonite, and he can run out of juice if he pushes himself too much.
Okay,
But the
like
guy's
Miles.
one of the coolest superheroes who rarely got his time to shine. Heck, he was good enough to join the Justice League. I think even Virgil himself was shocked to see how cool he really
You already
was.
made that joke.
Static shock!
Woo!
Alright, the combatants are set, and we've run the data
Nice.
through all possibilities.
But first, all this talking has made me hungry.
Alright, let's
for
skip
blue
ahead.
Variant or door.
He helps me kill it in 2020.
I hope I don't
Feed your
overshoot.
soul.
But right now,
Okay, it's time for a death battle! Pause. Okay, so I'm gonna come out and say it. I'm pretty sure Static is gonna win this one, which I'm happy and sad about. I'm happy because that means I'm getting my prediction right from my prediction video, but I do like Miles. I like Miles a lot, and while I do like Static too, I think I like Miles more, but I think Static is gonna win. They mentioned so many things that I feel like just completely counter Miles. Like, again, like they had the thing like he can sense bioelectric auras or whatever. Like he's full of bioelectricity. That means you could probably sense him, right? Even with the camo, and he could probably get ahead of his spider sense. He's been able to dodge light, whereas Miles only scales to someone who's dodged light. I don't even think they really scaled him to Peter. But I do definitely think that Static is still faster. They were talking about he could drain sources of electricity, and I think they could both disrupt other sources of electricity, but I think that Static is more amped, so I think that's more in his favor. And they mentioned about how he sticks like a magnet, Miles, and how what was it? And how Static, you know, can magnetize and demagnetize objects. So that's a lot of what I said in my predictions, so I'm really happy that I got a lot of that right. But to me, this makes it obvious that Static is gonna win, right? Like, if Miles wins, then I'm like, that's really embarrassing, but to me that like almost downright proves that Static is going to win just based on how they're setting this up. They're making this really obvious, at least in my opinion they are. Now, they were talking about how there was the whole 188 tons of TNT thing, but after talking about the lockers, I think Static definitely has the potential to put Miles down. And then they brought up how Static has shields, how he has his healing, which is probably better than any sort of healing factor Miles has. So yeah, I mean, their physical strength and probably just physical durability, not including the shields or the healing, Miles has the advantage. But I think that Static is just, he's too much for Miles. I'm going with my original prediction. I definitely think Static's going to win this one. So without further ado, let's get into it. I'm really excited for the fight. Oh, so it's like kind of like a 3D area.
Whoa! Watch where you're aiming. I got places to be tomorrow.
Wait, when did they attack? Okay. The voice is kind of annoying, I'm not gonna lie, but I guess it works. Track's pretty nice. Okay, we're getting some close-ups. Oh yes, they did that! From the oh whoa, from the movie. That was great. I love that. Ooh, nice camera work. Or not a camera, but... Oh, and he can climb on walls too because of the magnetizing or whatever. Nice track. I do like it. Look out. That's like Spider-Verse style. That's really nice. There's the saucer. Ooh, boy. Just kicks it. Oh! You're gonna want to get out of there. Okay, good. I guess I am rooting for Static because I want to be right. Oh. Is that gonna work or not? Oh, no, it did. Okay. See, exactly. This is what I was saying in my prediction. Oh, God. Ow. You can sense him. I know you can. Oh, my God. Yep. Man, if Miles wins, this is gonna be embarrassing for me because I'm like so confident Static has this. Oh god. Oh! Oh, okay. Yeah, you reattach the limb. I like how they added that in the animation. Oh! Oh, that was a nice shot. Okay, come on, Static. Win this for me. Oh! Okay, he just broke out.
You stupid. All I gotta do is... What?
Yes, he stopped it.
If you hadn't noticed, this electric biz is kind of my thing.
Exactly. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh.
That was tough.
Is that it? Yes! Static won!
Looks like we're kicking off this year with a bang. Poor Miles,
Okay.
though.
Honestly, I'm surprised how this turned out. At first glance, Miles appeared to have a good chance of victory.
He
was
does,
definitely
yeah.
physically stronger than Static. He would have totally won an arm wrestling contest.
Yeah.
But Virgil's overwhelming electric power put him at a level above the young Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Overall, Static's feats were way above Spidey's, even when we scaled Miles to classic Peter Parker's biggest feats. Static definitely had the oomph to take Miles out, but Miles had
Absolutely.
no easy way to get around his force field.
The variety
yeah,
of techniques
exactly.
at Static's disposal also rent many of Spider-Man's abilities moot.
Like
Yeah.
how Spidey's invisibility didn't matter when Static could light him up like a Christmas tree. And his speed was so similar to what the Spider Sense could give Miles that the Super Radar wasn't that big of a help. Remember,
That's true,
just 'cause
yeah.
he knew an attack was coming didn't always mean he could dodge it in time.
Yeah.
And, well, shockingly, Static
Oh,
only needed to
Wiz.
hit him once. See, his electromagnetic manipulation gave him control over Miles's wall crawling and other abilities.
Exactly.
As soon as he got a hold of Miles's bioelectric aura, it was basically all over.
But
Yeah.
hey, Miles and all the other Spider-Men fight Electro all the time, and they have no problem dealing with him. Why was
Well,
Static any different?
Simply put, every iteration of Electro pales in comparison.
yeah.
He has no feats of power that come even close to Static, and frankly, he's an idiot.
Yeah.
It's a fascinating matchup, but... Oh no, not again!
Yay! Mr. Morales put up a jolly good
Mr.
show. and
Morales.
yet Mr. Hawkins had him outdone in breathtaking power, stalwart defense, and veritable versatility.
Oh, he was just miles ahead of him, don't you know?
The victor is Static.
The victor is Static. Oh my
Hey, thanks for
god.
checking out the premiere of season 7.
Okay, so I guess they just changed the animation style. That's fine, it caught me off guard.
The card game is back in stock, so check that out on store.roosterteeth.com.
Not really the animation style, but kind of how they look. I also know who's next. It's Sindel versus Black Canary. Yeah. Or Black Canary versus Sindel. Oh shoot. I don't know what the title is gonna be. If it's Black Canary versus Sindel or Sindel versus Black Canary. They do that weirdly sometimes, you know? Regardless, so talking about this one, or I guess first off, I am going to be doing a prediction for this one. I've known that it's this one for about a day, and I have done some research on it, and I am going to be making a prediction for this one, hopefully soon. And again, hopefully this video is able to actually be posted, and I don't have to do a redirect. But regardless, talking about this episode, I'm very satisfied with it. There are a couple of things that I'm really happy that I got right, even all the way back in my prediction. Like, I was already talking about how we can mess with Miles' wall crawling. And usually something that specific is something that I have to wait for Death Battle to, like, point out, and then I figure out, you know, between the pre-analysis and the animation, and I guess it. But I was actually able to call that all the way back in the predictions, so I'm really happy about that. And again, like, a lot of his counters, I also mentioned the prediction. I don't want to say I got everything absolutely correct, but I talked about how he's better than Electro. I talked about how, again, he has, like, there's the magnetizing stuff, there's the sensing bioelectricity stuff. I think, in fact, when I was, like, looking at other predictions, I was one of the only predictions that actually said that. So I'm really happy about that, too. Overall, I think I got a lot of this correct. Obviously, some of it not fully, but I'm really happy. You know, they were talking about how we had, Miles had better strength, and I still believe he has better physical durability, but again, like, static shields really don't help Miles out there. So, yeah, overall, I'm happy that I got a lot of stuff correct. And yeah, they did seem to make it obvious though. Like they started like saying like he can stick like a magnet, you know, and then they were talking about how he can demagnetize stuff, and it's like, okay, fine. Then they were talking about bioelectricity, and he can sense bioelectric ores. It's like, okay, now you're really laying it on thick. And then they were talking about how he can like short out other electric sources, although that one's pretty fair to say, I think, either way. But they did seem to make it pretty obvious that Static was going to win this one. Regardless, I'm happy because it means I got my prediction correct. This fight was pretty funny too, in my opinion at least. I thought it was pretty funny, well informed, and usually I have a problem that they don't give me enough information, but here I feel like, not that they gave me too much information, but the way that they talked about it, the way that they explained it, it really felt like they were laying it on thick that Static was going to win. Regardless, though, I still enjoyed it. I still enjoyed the animation. The animation I thought was actually really well done. I like how they had a wide variety of shots being used, like close-ups and wide shots and stuff like that. A lot of different angles. I like how they were both on like the side of a building at one point. That was really awesome. And yeah, a lot of the versatility was used. A lot of Static's versatility and Miles's as well. They really pull out every stop here in terms of the animation, so that was really awesome. Overall, I'd say this is a pretty good season opener. I still don't know why this one had to be the season opener, though. Like, it was a good episode, but the fight itself, like Miles versus Static, I don't think had to be the season 7 premiere. Regardless, though, I still enjoyed it, but what did you guys think? Did you enjoy the animation? Did you enjoy the analysis? What did you enjoy? Who do you think should have won? You can leave me down in the comments below what you think. And of course, hopefully, I hope this gets posted to YouTube, but we'll see. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a huge like. I always appreciate the likes. You can leave in the comments down below what you thought of the video, what you thought of the reaction, anything like that. Link in the description of the original video, so please go check that out. And if you guys could subscribe to my channel, that'd be so great. That would really help my channel out. But honestly, no matter what you do, your view is plenty of contributions. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. That's it for me. I will see all of you guys in the next video. Peace out.